Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. This is Dutch Guy's Garage. The other day, my wife reminded me very nicely, we have 2 months till race season. So, we need to start working on the race cars. We need to take a little diversion from the station wagon, because we are waiting on parts for it at the moment, so it's a good time to take a pause and take it back. We need to work on the race car. Road course racing is coming, and I'm not ready.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself.
Well, what do you say we get thrown out of an Applebee's?
Yeah! So, what we done is I wanted to do a couple transmission upgrades. Our current transmission, which is a 727 torque flight, pretty basic, 2400, 2600 stall Hughes converter. It does have reverse manual Valvebody just like all the rest of our cars. But the only problem that I found was the Valvebody I was running did not have the low band apply, so there was no engine braking in first gear. Now running the shorter autocrosses with real tight cones and everything, I wasn't able to take advantage of the high winding small block like I wanted with not having a first gear that I can really just
1200 horsepower.
So we went ahead and placed an order with CRT transmissions. So you guys come in here, let's open this up and let's see what we got. All right, what did we get? What did we get? We don't need you anymore. Directions. Those are nice. Those are real nice. Ooh, pictures. Color pictures of that. That's cool. That's nice. What else we got in here? Stickers. Very nice. Looks like a D-ring kit for the accumulator. This is one of the things. Ooh, made USA. John said to buy, which is the low and reversed servo kit. Very nice. Shiny. And this is hard to do one-handed. Shiny. So, we have our CRT 2X Street Valvebody. It's very nice. Very nice. So, I'm going to put that back in the bag. And let's go crawl underneath the Super Coupe and take the old one out. Oh. Oh. All right. I've had this thing on rollers for a couple months, but I don't think rollers are going to give us the needed room to pull the drive shaft and do all the other things that apparently we need to do. If only someone would have thought ahead, maybe done this upgrade when, he had the transmission out twice last year. You think maybe, just possibility, someone might have thought ahead. Nope.
I'm not a smart man.
All right, now that that's figured out, oh, we have not looked under here in a while. It's a pretty thing. Pretty thing. All right, squirrel. So, enough of that. Probably should get that out of the way. That's not needed no more. All right. Wondering if we should jack up the back. Maybe. We'll see how we fit. All right. We are under the car. There's some lightage. There's a spare bolt. I wonder what that goes to. Probably nothing important. So we have our absolutely disgusting rear end. Last year when we were racing, I let a power steering leak go just a little bit too long because, you know, being the cheap fella that I am, I didn't want to opt for a new power steering pump because they're like $120, and mine was perfectly fine. So I spend the money if you don't need to, Now, you think I would have learned first time, on our big trip, which still haven't put the video out for, because, ADD procrastination at its finest. I had turned the heater off. So if you're seeing nothing's on fire, it's just, my heater is very loud. And my awesome microphone, I bought this super great microphone for the GoPro. And it picks up all the noise that you don't want to pick up, which is super great because it was really expensive. I thought it was going to be the greatest thing in the world, and it sounds like you're in the heater when you have it on, and it's not even that loud. So I'm just gonna have to deal with oh goodness, hand cramping up. But so what was it? Oh, power steering. So on that first trip, we did 2,400 miles. Right after we got the car done. Highly recommended, car that's sat for all of its life that you built in your driveway and garage and whatnot. Just fire it up and just drive it 2,400 miles with your wife. Highly recommended. We ended up frying the original power steering pump. On our way home, it was leaking pretty bad. It leaked a little bit on the trip, but it had sat for 30 years, and it didn't want to drive 2,400 miles. Freaking tell you, can't buy nothing that lasts no more. We could at least get 50 years out of something, not just 45. So I have another it's just a hand cramp, just going. So I put another power steering pump from the parts pile on it. It was fine. It was another original unit, and it also did not like getting driven at like 6,000 RPMs doing road racing and autocross. So it killed itself too. So I just kept filling it. And now my freshly rebuilt rear end is covered in oil. So, whoops. So, yeah. So I'll have to get underneath here and degrease it and clean my rear end, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to fast forward this because I'm sure you guys really don't like to hear me undoing bolts forever with a wrench. Hand cramp. Alright, we're back under the car. Yeah, I pulled the pan, drained the transmission fluid, and disconnected the shifter. So, I figured you guys probably didn't want to see all that. And Blackhawk was on the radio, so I really didn't feel like shutting that off. If you guys don't know who Blackhawk is, really you need to get some taste. Ooh, I'm glad I threw down a whole bunch of cardboard. And that is stuck. Son of a bitch. Well, just somewhat cooperate. Come on. Ow! Son of a bitch, that hurt. Or son of a gun. PG. PG. Gosh darn it, that thing is. There we go. Pork rod was giving me some trouble. There's our old Valvebody just making an absolute mess all over the cardboard there. Oof. Interesting. So, well, Mr. Coupe said that needed to come, or the accumulator needed to come out. We'll stick that back up in there for now. I think I'm gonna put a blocker rod in there. I've been reading about those. If you know anything about those, put it down there in the comments. Goodness gracious sakes alive, that thing does not want to go in there. Oh, I see. These things are like, no, I see. I see why it's being a pain. It's like, there we go. Yeah. And that's just going to keep bleeding all over the cardboard. So, yeah, our Valvebody is out. I'm covered in transmission fluid. Luckily, it's good transmission fluid, so that's a plus. Somebody was smart enough to put rags here. I'm glad that guy decided to do that. And let's go back topside. I read some comments on Mr. Coupe. He's got a YouTube page. And one of the guys said he was actually able to change the servo without pulling the tail shaft. I'm real curious how he did that. I don't know if he had loosened the band adjuster here enough to be able to get her out. But I'm curious because if I have to pull the tail shaft, I got to undo the transmission mount, take out the speedo cable, which I need to do anyways because I got a new one, and drop the whole transmission down, pull the shaft. There's a plate with 2 Phillips screws I got to pull and separate a snap ring and the whole transmission tail shaft out of there. I'm hoping that guy knew what he was talking about on the old YouTube, and I can just maybe just loosen that band adjustment because I'm going to have to retighten that anyways, no matter what I do. So, I don't know. Well, let's go back topside. It is cold down here. All right, we're back topside, and we got do a little side-by-side comparison. This valve body, which is a reverse manual valve body, I got from a local transmission guru by the name of Barry Wildy, and I'm pretty sure he built this. He was a very crafty guy, and I'm pretty sure he built this one. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but there is a Chrysler Penn-Star right there. And it looks like a Chrysler part number. So, I can't remember if he did or not. I just remember I bought it off of him. It was cheap. I think I only gave like $120 or $150 or something. And it's got us through to this point. And my understanding, from what I was always told, these top plates, the 6-bolt are the automatic reverse manual valve body and the trans brake, and then the 4-bolt ones are just the forward manual. So, but you can see some differences between Coupe's valve body, and it's got this extra plate and a lot of pretty laser cutting, and I don't know, I guess you might call it a factory one. I don't know if that would be the correct terminology, but it's got a Chrysler part number on it and Penn-Star, so yeah. But yeah, just some noticeable differences in quality, and I mean, there's some billet parts in here, and there's some differences, and yeah, I like it. I like this more. So, we are going to be reusing this in our station wagon. Our station wagon has 4 10 gears, so it won't need low band apply in first gear, because it won't really need a first gear with 4 10s. So, yeah, this is going to be going in our freshly rebuilt 727 for our big block Valari station wagon. So, yeah, let's I gotta go ahead and go back underneath and figure out what we're gonna do with this servo, whether or not that guy on YouTube let us right or not. So let's go underneath and figure it out.
You know what you see under cars? Squirrels. You know what you don't see under cars? Fucking walruses.
All right, Mike, what do we do?
Well, what's the part called?
Low reverse servo.
Oh, well, we had to install a new low reverse servo. The new spring is a hell of a lot more stiff than this old piece of shit. So, you can't just push it up in there and put the snap ring. That's problematic. Probably shouldn't even have it in the car, but somebody didn't want to take it out.
Laziness, Jesus.
Yeah, you know, them lazy Dutch dude didn't want to take it out of the car. So, we had to get creative. So we got this here bottle jack. Yeah, unfortunately, that top fits ever so perfectly right into the center hole, so that didn't help none. But we got thinking, you know what doesn't fit? The solid piece of the old one. So, can't reach it now, but mated the older one up.
You can scroll it down a little bit.
To keep pressure evenly.
Somebody tightened the screw way too freaking much. Yeah. There we go.
Biggest tech tip is you need to be at least half a case in, as we are.
Well,
at least half the bourbon.
Well, which case? Are we talking transmission case, or... There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So the spring will hold tension nice and even. See, we have it in with the snap ring because we're awesome. But without the snap ring, use the bottle jack.
I'll just smash
Jack
it on
her
the
up.
lights.
It'll keep tension nice and tight. Snap that O-ring in, never have to remove it out of the car. Saves you hours of work.
Snap ring. So we used old parts to make new parts go in the transmission.
Genius.
You know, that's just creative ingenuity. Not ingenuity, but ingenuity. I'm telling you.
Beautiful.
So we just gave her some jackage, and this spring collapses much quicker than the other spring.
It's a big worn out old piece of shit.
Yeah, so we just stabbed her in there. So
Perfect.
All right,
Mint.
let's get off the ground. I'm tired of laying in the cold concrete.
Yeah, concrete's real cold.
Yep, this sucks.
I got exhaust on my face.
Yep, sounds good. All right. Bye. All right, we're back underneath after we got our reverse servo dialed away. Went and plopped our valve body back in there and got our shifter linkage hooked back up. Got our drop filter and drop bracket on there. So the only thing left we got to do is put our pan back on. We already did our band adjustment. Put the pan back on, put the transmission mount back on, put the rest of our exhaust back on, and hook our shifter back up. So let's get back to that. All right, everybody, we're back topside. Didn't film putting the drive shaft in and all that other stuff because nobody wants to see that. Car went back together okay. I did leave the exhaust off for now. I'm not happy with the exhaust we had last year. So I am going to probably order an A-body exhaust and put a new exhaust on the car. Like a 2.5 inch maybe, or 2 3/4. I haven't decided yet. Overall, everything went good besides that low reverse servo. Yeah, I don't have any testing on it yet, but it's still winter time, unfortunately, so there can't be any testing. But we will get out very soon. The snow's thawing out, everything's getting better, and there will be some testing. So this concludes everything except one thing. There's one thing we have to do yet. There's only one more thing we have to do. And that is to put the sticker on crooked. Luckily, let's put our CRT sticker on. So we'll have a final judgment review when everything is said and done. But besides that, thanks for watching, guys. This is Dutch Guy's Garage. Always remember, please hit that like and subscribe button. And we will see you on the next one. Next time, we are doing a impromptu revive and drive.
Holy shit.
That was uneventful. So stay tuned for that. Always remember, they don't move until you do.